tower is faithful, they said, go, let us build up a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make a name. Let us be scattered, lest we be scattered abroad upon the plain upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men had built. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have what? Imagined to do. Babel represents evil imagination. The imagination is too hard. God had to come down and say, I got to stop this because their minds keep working, they'll keep manufacturing more and more evil. Now, is there anything wrong with imagination? No, there's nothing wrong with imagination. Imagination is a gift from God. For example, one day when I saw that girl walking across the campus, she appeared to be an angel wicked to sprout her wings, right? And I looked at her and I had the imagination in my heart that one day she was going to be my wife, and she was going to produce to me the most beautiful and elegant and dashing and debonair sons that a man could ever have. Come on now. Now, what's my imagination? Is there anything wrong with imagination? Of course not, right? T.D. Jakes said this. He said, you know, God makes trees. He doesn't make tables and chairs, right? So God gives us raw material, and He leaves it up to our imagination and the craft of our hands to create it. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? So imagination is a gift from God, right? But I couldn't imagine the world in which we live today when I was growing up. When I was growing up, Eminem was a candy. When I was growing up, cookies is what you ate. It wasn't on your computer, right? When I was growing up, this thing, y'all know what this is? I took my son over to my aunt's house one day. My aunt was about 90 years old. She was living alone, but she was about 90 years old. So my wife said, go call your girlfriend. Call somebody. He goes over, looks at the thing, says, he starts going like this. He said, Mommy, this thing is broken. But you know, imagination has given us all kinds of things. I would never have imagined when I was growing up, in order for me to have a conversation with somebody sitting across the table from me, I would have to text him. To get your ticket, right? Right? I would have imagined, right, that in order to have intimacy at night, you got to have one phone, she has to have the other phone, and the phones have to come together. And the two shall be one phone. When I grew up in the world, right, we used to have a thing that, I know you all don't know this, we used to have a thing called a map. And reading a map was an essential skill, wasn't that right? But then all of a sudden things began to change, right? We started getting smartphones and little computers, and we walk around with all the time. When I was growing up, I remember Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy had a watch, and on his watch, you were supposed to be able to talk into his watch. It was a walkie-talkie watch, right? And then we were so fascinated, we never thought that it would come to pass. But out of somebody's imagination, now we have smart watches, and we talk to each other on the watch. Right? We have Alexa, we have Siri, and all these instruments that are tied to the internet that talk back and forth to us. We have self-driving cars. I'm not ready to get in one yet, but they do exist. We have refrigerators. They can tell us what is not in the refrigerator. Come on now, right? Man, we have robots. I was in the border airport, and a robot passed me by. Well, these are not just any robots, they're security robots. I was in Stop and Shop trying to get some vegetables, and I had a robot following me around. I said, you better watch yourself. Man, computing power and artificial intelligence has changed our world. Changed our world so much that we go to the doctors. It's estimated that now we may not need doctors, and about 40% of us may end up losing our jobs. They will be gone. We brought the wind, and now we're reaping the whirlwind. We're stepping down into holes that we are not fully aware as to what is going to happen. So is there anything wrong with imagination? No, there's nothing wrong with imagination. It has given us some great tools. But the Bible says in Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 8, be with me. Yeah? They obeyed what not? Nor inclined their ear, but they walked everyone in the imagination of what kind of heart? Imagination is not bad. Evil imagination is. Jeremiah 13:10. This, what kind of people? Which do what? Refuse to hear my words, which walk in the way of the imagination of their heart, and walk after other gods to serve them and to do what? Keep in mind, in the last days, worship becomes a secular issue. Who is God? What is God? What is worthy of worship and what is not? You remember the days of Noah, the days of Noah's flood. Noah preached for 120 years, and God saw that the wickedness of man was wicked in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of their heart was only evil continually, their evil imagination. So God creates an ark for them. He tells them to go into the ark, and you know the story. Those who were in were saved, and those who were on the outside, they drowned. And Noah stayed in that ark for 40 days and 49 cents it rained, and then the ark rested, and they came out. And then God said this, Genesis chapter 8, verse 13. I do set my bones in the cloud. And the water shall overcome a flood. Therefore, the result of the imagination, so the evil imagination of their heart, God said, I will not send another flood. I will not destroy the earth anymore by water. Let's go back to Balaam. The men of the earth, in the imagination of the evil heart, did not believe God. So they determined that they would build a tower higher than any flood. It was through the use of their technology that they determined that they would defy God. Are you still with me? So even as Nimrod became a mighty hunter before the Lord, and the beginning of his kingdom and his evil imagination was Babel, so it is that Satan is still inspiring evil imagination against God. You remember who said this? Satan said, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. He says, I will be like the Most High. Rebellion against God through evil imagination. This morning, when you were in Sabbath school, you heard this morning the wonderful treatise that was here as the Sabbath lesson was presented. And the presenter was talking about how the wicked and evil imagination of us has permeated itself into our society. So now we have a society that is in rebellion. Right? Rebellion. Right? Babel symbolizes rebellion. Babel symbolizes defiance toward God. Babel symbolizes man's attempt to have salvation without God. I don't need God. I will be like the Most High. Morgan Freeman said this. I am God. It's easy to play God. They say God is in all things. So, if God is in me, then I am in God. Therefore, I am God. Does not exist. I will be like the Most High. I was born to this. You ask me if I have God. Listen. Right? Kanye West, go around talking about Jesus, right? The Son of God. He hangs out with J.P., who calls himself J.O. I am God. I will be like the Most High God, right? Otherwise, there are power builders in our time. Infidels construct their theory from supposed deductions of science and reject the revealed word of God. I will be like God. Otherwise, they will construct their own tower of Babel. And we are at the time now where men are constructing their tower of Babel. This time is not brick and mortar on the plain of Shinar. This time is done in laboratory. This time is done in university with
It's not working. Mm. Hmm.
They predict it will not be long before we can actually recreate a garden paradise by the manipulation of the raw material of the earth using nanotechnology. They hope that one day they will use this nanotechnology to create paradise, earth-like paradise on our planet.
That's better.
But where's it go back? It was God. But it was also people. If I can walk, why am I not? The Bible says, in the beginning, God. That's why I said, see, some people think our message is no longer relevant. We have the most relevant message in the world right now. Because the issue is over who is God and who is the creator. I keep the telling you, I'm a creator. And the beginning, God. Come on now. That's why I'm a never keeper. For the name of the Lord made the heaven and earth. The sea and all that is in it. And the rest of the seventh day. That's why I keep the letter. For those who are wondering, what you need to be a member, what you need to be in the Bible, you need to be in the Bible at times like these. This message, this truth is the most important truth in the world right now. You know, upstairs, artificial intelligence.